in my job, my coach, I just thought, you know what, let me just make a content while I'm at the parliament. Before, yeah, groove on, man, just saying. Hey, man, it's the Brown Brand, innit? We're gonna start somewhere, just saying. So, I got some music on, but I'm just gonna just freestyle this, right? So let's talk about this. So, there are literally out there fucktards going, oh my god, Brown, man, you should, focus on your career, bro. Focus on, the bare minimum, bro. Focus on, like, not doing some little duck dance, you say. So, I'm like, hey man, let me break it down to you, right? Judge me all you want, fucktards. You I'm saying? But I'm trying to go, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm gonna go out there to build something that other people could use, to saying. That's what an entrepreneur is, to saying. The definition of an entrepreneur is someone who creates something, builds something that is of value or service to serve a company. What does Apple do? I mean, you might be watching this from Apple or Samsung, right? What does your phone do? Sell phones, right? But sell the concept of, technology, right? Sell a dream, right? Why would you have to choose Apple over Samsung? You know what I'm saying? Value. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, all those people out there going, hey, yo, you know what? Brown out there, man. Get a real job, bro. You know what? Brown is a witch. And I made a video yesterday. He's a witch. But I gotta tell you, man, look, listen. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm gonna be a successful entrepreneur. I'm gonna Parliament make this video, right? But I gotta tell you, man, entrepreneur, the life of an entrepreneur, right, looks very different from how it might look to, the perceived minds when it comes to commercial bullshit, you're saying. I mean, you're gonna have your good times, you're gonna have your bad times. That's why my brand is called the realness, the rawness, the good, the bad, you're saying. And I think it's important to talk about this. So let me just give you an example of someone out there that you might know who actually had to go through some madness before he had a successful company. And because my brand is to do with entrepreneurial spirit, business, and it's to do with AI tech and robotics, and it's to do with, just how blissful it is with the, just the tech, look at all these tech giants and, what's going on with innovation, it's amazing. So, hey, hit me up. I think a great example that I could use is, Jeff Bezos. Let's talk about Jeff Bezos, man. Let's talk about Amazon, So, Amazon. What is Amazon? I mean, it's one of the biggest e-commerce company out there, I mean, if you're pretty much getting parcels or ordering stuff online, right, you're probably using Amazon, or you're trying to buy, commodities or whatnot, You're a consumer. You buy something from, Amazon, Let's talk about Jeff Bezos, right? Jeff Bezos, the story is amazing. I'll put the music off, So Jeff Bezos, when he was about 30 years old, just about my age, he was working for this, I think it was like some company, like some software company or some bullshit, He was working for this company and he was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna not work for this company. In fact, he was making some reasonable amount of income, but it's not like fucking far-fetched, oh yeah, you know what, Jeff Bezos, bro, we're gonna be like Jeff Bezos. In fact, Jeff Bezos left this company, that he was working for to build a company called Amazon, And, here comes the fucktards. Fucktards came up and was like, Jeff Bezos, like, when you're trying to do something, right? When you're trying to build something, when you're trying to create something, right? There's gonna be people that's gonna pull up out the woodwork. They literally will creep up, and I made a video yesterday, like, hey man, Jeff Bezos, man. That's Jeff Bezos trying to start Amazon, man. He's a witch. He's a witch. Kumbaya, kumbaya, kumbaya. They literally run around like kumbaya. So, I'm trying to tell you is this, listen, it's an educational video, and I just thought it's going to be part of my podcast, right? So he was trying to start Amazon, and a lot of people that knew him, his friends and work colleagues and acquaintances were like, Jeff Bezos, man, he's the motherfucker, man. We're trying to do, trying to start Amazon. We're trying to build a, global, you're going to start a bookstore called Amazon and sell books and make money, man. Get back to a real job, man. Do some real thing, man. Do what we all are doing, because, in fact, this is a crowd behavior. It's called a crowd behavior because the issue with, society is great. I mean, multiculturalism is great, but, with society itself, there's something called the crowd. What is a crowd? So the crowd is a group of people that might know much about culture, but community out there on the social media space. A crowd is a group of people like you may know that anytime you trying to step out and do something that you want to do, you're trying to build something for you, build something for your family or your children or whatnot, right? They will pull up and they'll be like, hey, you know what? I think, man, you're wasting your time, bro. I think, you're just like ridiculously delusional, bro. I think, you know what, you should save your money, bro. You don't want to get bankrupt, bro. You say these fuckers, fucktards, right? Someone on top. Right? These people will just pull up and it's called the crowd. What their issue is. So literally like, these people will just pull up, throughout your life. Not just like, daily, but they'll pull up throughout your life. When you're trying to do something, when you're trying to go get it, man, just saying, you're trying to go and, if you're a male or female, regardless of gender, so you're trying to go out there and date some good looking, pretty young things, some good female, peck on the neck, just saying, some, fucktard from your past will come up and be like, hey, you know what, man, why are you trying to date her, bro? You think that you're all that, bro? You think you're all that, bro? And that's their representation, like, you think you're all that. You think you're all that, he thinks he's all that, and then you have to get to a point you be like, you know what, I do think I'm all that. So let me just break it down to about Jeff Bezos, right? So with him, he left this company, everybody's going nuts, everybody's like, Jeff Bezos gone fucking nuts, he's crazy, he's insane. And anytime you're trying to do something with your life, that's when your family members or your friends from your past or your community will be like, he's gone nuts, bro. We need to put him on meds and fucking, change him, like, and it's like a group effort. And I'm like, you fuckers need to go do some soul searching, possibly like, just, follow each other to the edge of a cliff and just jump off, you know what I'm saying? Because you're wasting my fucking time, you know what I'm saying? Let me just break it down to you, right? So here's what Jeff Bezos did. So he left this company, he started his bookstore in Amazon. When he started his company, Amazon, like, it was the investment that he put in, he was working out of his, like, house or garage or some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And he bought these books and he's sending these books to, like, addresses, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make some money. For some certain amount of time, I think the first 6 to 8 months or what I'm saying, he was not making the return of his initial investment of, starting the company Amazon, you know what I'm saying. At that time, like, a lot of people was like, hey, bro, man, look, listen, just leave this, man, it's not gonna work, bro. Like when you got like one of your haters, like, you're supposed to be your friend, right, but they will pull up in a car and sit right next to you and be like, bro, they will literally just start saying like, bro, I'm concerned about you, bro. I'm concerned about you. I think, you're wasting your money, trying to build this business, bro. Like, I get some fuckers pulling up to me and the Browns, or Jacob Brown, the Bishop, like, bro, Jacob, I think you're wasting your time, bro. And I'm like, you know what? I probably am wasting my time, but it's my time. You know what? It's my time. I own it, bitch. Hey, guitars out for that. So I'm saying, hey, so let me break it down to you. So Jeff Bezos then, for the next 6 months, trying to meet bare minimum, trying to, make sure he gets his return from the initial investment. After about 6 to 8 months, he was making about $20,000, right? $20,000 he was making, and at one point, like after a year, he made this initial investment. So he was on bookstore, Amazon, you know what I'm saying? Now, when he was making that, amount, all the people that was around him going, oh my God, he's a witch, he's a, he's like, he's delusional, bro, he's stupid, bro, he don't know what he's talking about, bro. And then, so he was making his return, he was making his, return, like, what he initially put and the output, right, he put into a business and made it beyond how much he could actually make, so he was making a profit. His company was becoming successful, that's what I'm saying. And now the people that was going, oh, Jeff Bezos, bro, just saying, them people like just went quiet, you know what I'm saying, because he started to keep his promises and he started working out for him, you know what I'm saying. Now the thing is, like, if Jeff Bezos, and I have to get back to this, right? If Jeff Bezos, right, the founder of Amazon, right, at that point where all these hecklers and naysayers and haters are coming up to him and be like, oh, you know what, you can't do this, bro. You can't do that, bro. You can't make this happen, bro. You can't do something with your life, bro. Do you think, imagine what if Jeff Bezos did not, continue Amazon? Imagine what if. It's always what if, you know what I'm saying? It's always this what if. Imagine if Jeff Bezos, what if he stopped Amazon and got back to normal work? Amazon would not be here, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Amazon are dropping like drones, like delivery drones. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking amazing, man, the innovation. What I'm trying to get at is, like, now Amazon is one of the most leading e-commerce brand out there. We got Alibaba, we got Jack Ma, you know what I'm saying? But, Amazon is one of the most, successful brands out there, e-commerce brand. If you tell people Hey bro, like, Amazon, people are not even thinking about the Amazonian rainforest in Brazil. People are thinking about Amazon, the company, you know what I'm saying? Because every household in the UK pretty much has at one point, not every, but 96% of households in the UK possibly have had a delivery from Amazon, delivery trips, they bought something off Amazon. Majority of people possibly have, you know what I'm saying? Because it's one of the most recognized brands. So what I'm trying to tell you is that, why is this important about, why is it an important, story, or what am I trying to summarize here, right? Comes back to what if. What if runs your life, man. Pretty much what if runs like everything that you're trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Look, am I trying to be a public speaker? Fuck no, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to share with my channel community on the social media space. This video might get a couple hundreds of views. I haven't posted it on TikTok, but then again, I'm trying to give you a perspective about what if and why what if is important when it comes to long-term progress and with, having the crowd, the herd trying to pull you back down and they're trying to go get it. What if? Why is it important? What if? Why is it important? Hey, look, listen, take yourself back. I'm talking about culture, my community on the social media space, right? Take yourself back to a time where it could just be like if you're trying to go out on a date, or if you're trying to go out on a trip, or if you're trying to go do something, like, take yourself back to a moment where you're trying to, where you did not do something, you know what I'm saying? You tried literally, said, you know what, I'm gonna do something, and you did not do it, right? Or, take yourself like, a moment like where you're supposed to go to a holiday, you didn't. Someone asked you out on a date and you said no, you know what I'm saying? And now you see that person who asked you out on a date with another, person, and they're happy, and you just walk by and you see them and you're like, oh shit, you saying? Like, such a good risk, you saying? It comes back to what if. Why is what if important? So I'm trying to like, help, share this video with my Chama community because I think it's important. What if is important, man? Because, what if? Now, what if, like, you did take that risk? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You could fail, or face first on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Shit hit the fan, you know what I'm saying? But at least you fucking took a risk, you know what I'm saying? It's better to take a risk in life than not to take a risk, play bare minimal, and then get to the latter stage of your life, and then say, what if? So anything Brown do, or Brown do, like come in a social setting, or come out, tourists out here, right? I just thought I just wanted to make a video, right? What if it's important? Because it's kind of narrow. It's a phrase that I think my Chama community should start incorporating on a daily basis. Because next time you go, someone asks you to go out on a holiday, right? Or go on a trip, I'm saying, and you say, no, I don't want to go, bro. Probably like you're shy or something, I'm saying. What you're gonna do? You're gonna get to a position where you're gonna be like, hey man, you know what? What if? What if I did go on this trip? What if I did, take a risk? What if I did do this? It comes back to that what if. Because the one thing about, human beings is regrets and resentment. I mean, if you're young, like you just finished your 20s, you're trying to just go get it, right? You see people in the latter stage who are haters and they don't like people, just want to be doing their own thing or build things for other people to use, like of service or value, you know what I'm saying? A lot of time these people in their latter stage, like 80s or 90s, right? They are fucktards, broskies. You know what I'm saying? Because they have regrets and resentment. They regret because they haven't took that risk. What if? They looked at what if I did this? What if I asked her out? What if I went on a holiday? What if I, done something with my life and they didn't take a risk? They played comfort, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't take a risk. And what if? So they didn't, so that was regrets. Now resentment is when now they see other people trying to go get it and they are resentful of other people trying to, go get it. So what if, resentment, let me talk to you about that. A lot of people are resentful towards people because they are envious, jealous, or they're just haters, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look, listen, with haters, man, or fucktards, you know what I'm saying? Like little rape, you know what I'm saying? With haters or fucktards, here's the thing, the real reality of it, the harsh reality, right? Regardless of what you do in your life, right, they're gonna always find a reason to hate you, broski. You know what I'm saying? So, look, my Chama culture, look, listen, comes back to what I was trying to get at from the very start of this video, right? Imagine where Amazon would have been. What if Jeff Bezos never, took, that risk? Just said, you know what, man, I'm gonna just leave this company and go get a normal job, man. It's a global, e-commerce company, you know what I'm saying? It's everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So it's about what if, and the thing is, like, you know, why is it important to finish off? Because you don't want to, you know, be in that position where you're stuck and you're like, you know, what if I did not take that risk? I'm saying, hey man, look, listen, just one life, there's one life and no regrets, man. I'm saying, look, they say we're gonna live up to 100 years, right? Technically, a lot of people, lifespan is about 80 years old, broski, I'm saying. And you don't want to be at your latter stage of life on your deathbed and be like, oh, you know, I should fucking, you know, ask, you know, Betsy out. I should fucking ask 80 out, I'm saying, oh, you know, when I fucking drink at a pub with her, I'm saying, she was hella good looking, she had a good bum as well, I'm saying. You don't want to be there, broski, I'm saying. So, hey man, look, listen, Jeff Bezos' company is a global brand. It's about, you know, understanding how successful the company is. And I think when he left, you know, his company, left the job that he was doing to start the company, a lot of people, you know, counted him out, broskis. You know, air guitars out for that, I'm saying. Even like, you know, air guns out, I'm saying. Air guitars out. And now Jeff Bezos, like, you know, has one of the most successful companies. So what other people are saying the crowd is talking about has nothing to do with you, man. It's them problem. You have to go hustle and go after and go get it and be a fucking good motherfucker while you're in the process at it, man. I'm saying, because your time is coming, bro. All my time I called you, your time is coming. If you're canvas painting, if you're, you know, doing something like, you know, I don't know, just raving, like, you know, some dance club or some bullshit, like trying to go to a dance competition, you're trying to go out there, trying to Olympics, whatever you're trying to do, man, go get it. I'm saying, hey man, what if, man? Don't let your life be like, what if? I'm saying, you know what? You do it, it doesn't work. Try again, it works. I mean, the thing about success that most entrepreneurs don't talk about is that you're gonna do something about 1,000 times, it's gonna fail. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to only succeed once, and your life fucking changes for the best, or you know, forever. Do you know what I'm saying? So, hey, until then, you gotta just grow up. I've been out here for like way too long, man. I'm just gonna finish it off. Next time you try to do something, you're trying to, like, regardless of age, regardless of how old you are, you know what I'm saying, and you're trying to put things off, man, trying to go to the gym, or it could be just, you know, going for a walk, you know what I'm saying. Just think about this question, like, you know, what if I just walk for half an hour a day? How much of a impact would that have on my health, my well-being? You know what I'm saying? It's all about these small changes in life that you make, right? It has a big impact. It's not like, you know, you have to like put out in a big ass mansion with these cars and, like, you know what I'm saying? Some people want to live like that. You know, I'm an entrepreneur, like, probably I want to live like that. But then again, it's about these small changes that you make. Should I go for a walk? Should I do this? Should I just eat a little bit better? I'm saying these small changes have a massive impact. It's compound interest, motherfuckers. I'm saying it accumulates over time. I'm saying, so hey, if I finish off, next time you're trying to do something, as long as it's healthy and, you know, positive, broskies, man, just think about what if. I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna get it, man. Shout out to the Parliament, shout out to everyone out here, man. I'm just felt like I just wanted to share and make a video, and you know what? That's not how you win. Hey, you know, in fact, hey, let's get it, man.